Chapter 1. Let's begin. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to How to Become a Freelance Writer. Throughout this book, I'll be writing as if I am speaking to you directly. Remember, this is a handbook, not a book of fiction. Things are easier to understand with certain examples and explanations that might not fit into traditional writing etiquette. I'll jump right in. The top 5% of people are always in demand. The top 5% of high school athletes are highly sought after by colleges and universities. The top 5% of scientists are doing research directly for the government and massive universities. The top 5% of CEOs? Don't even get me started. The top 5% of freelance writers aren't part of some sort of elite group, though. They're regular people like you and me. They're just good at writing somehow, whether that's from writing as a hobby, having an English degree, etc. If you fit into this group, you'll always be flooded with work. But maybe you are just okay at writing. That's okay too. Here's why. While the top 5% of freelance writers will always be in demand because of their skill, lower-level freelancers will also be able to get a ton of work. Exceptional writing comes with a very high price tag, often $500 to $1,000 for a single article. Most people can't shell out that amount of money for a single article. What if they need 10 plus done? Suddenly, they're out thousands of dollars. They're not going to hire an elite writer. Instead, they're going to hire from the general pool of freelancers, this is where you fit in, to get decent articles at $20 to $50 per article. The same goes with all types of writing work, website content, editing, ghostwriting, etc. Editing a book takes quite a while, and not everyone can spend $100 plus per hour to hire an elite writer. In fact, most people can't. So again, they hire from the general pool of freelancers to do a good job for $20 to $50 an hour. This is just an example of editing, but it applies to all different categories of writing. Even if your English isn't that great, maybe it's your second language, there is still plenty of work online for you. Webmasters need content for their website, but a lot of the time they just need content to look good in the eyes of Google. It doesn't have to be engaging or sell anything, it just has to make sense. As long as you can write with proper grammar, sentence structure, and punctuation, you will be able to find clients even if your writing doesn't wow anyone. Basically, you are who they are looking to hire, regardless of your skill level. Let's have some fun. We're going to do some quick mental math to calculate how much money we can be making with freelance writing, even with just a few clients. I'll use blog posting as an example. Your hourly rate is determined by how much you are getting paid and how quickly you complete the work. Your salary is determined by how many clients you have or how many hours you can fill with work. You have to first put yourself into one of these three classes depending on your skill level. I will be referencing these classes throughout the handbook, so make sure you remember which one you're in. Class A. Very good at writing. Maybe you write for a hobby, you teach English for a living, or you just know you're damn good with words. Class B. Pretty good at writing. You have some skill, but you've never written professionally before, and your day job isn't related to writing. Class C. Just okay at writing. Maybe English is your second language, or you just feel your writing skill is average. Different classes will be hired for different things. If a client needs a bunch of average content, he will likely choose a Class C writer. If he needs incredible sales copy for his new product, then he's definitely going to go with Class A. On the subject of blog posts, Class A writers can expect to make $25 to $50 for a 500-word post. Class B can expect to make $10 to $25. And Class C can expect to make $5 to $10. So, let's say you land a client who wants a mere 5 articles. For Class A writers, complicated blog posts will likely take you an hour to write in total, with 20 minutes of research and 40 minutes of actual writing. 60 minutes total. For Class B writers, semi-complicated blog posts will likely take you 3/4 the time. Let's say 15 minutes of research and 30 minutes of writing, 45 minutes total. Class C writers, your posts will be more general and require less time to research. Let's say it takes you 10 minutes to research and 20 minutes to write, 30 minutes total. At that pay rate and speed, Class A writers are making $25 to $50 per hour. At that pay rate and speed, Class B writers are making $13 to $32.50 per hour. At that pay rate and speed, Class C writers are making $10 to $20 per hour. When I said freelance writing pays incredibly well, I wasn't exaggerating. If you don't like to write, then writing is a painful task and you're going to pay other people a lot of money for the convenience. You know what's also convenient for a client? Not having to find a new writer for every new writing job you have. In this handbook, I'll not only be showing you how to get writing gigs, but also how to communicate and deliver in a way where clients absolutely love you and continue to give you all of their work. Actually, the toughest part is getting the initial gigs with clients. Past the initial gigs, getting repeat orders is a breeze. You'll start slow and then build up a solid base of repeat clients. Eventually, you'll be at a point where you don't even have to work on getting new clients. You'll get enough through repeat work and word of mouth. I'm a client that hires a lot of freelancers. As a client, I rarely give new writers a lot of work at once. Why? Well, it's because I don't trust you yet. Allow me to break it down by skill level. Class A. I'm about to spend a lot of money on your skills for each article. I don't want to risk sending you a lot of money, then receiving articles that are anything less than exceptional. I also don't want to pay you too much to start, have you get lazy, and have the quality of the articles decline because you just want to get it done. Class B. If you're in Class B, you're in a tricky situation. Clients aren't sure if you're a hidden gem, maybe a Class A writer charging Class B prices, or a terrible writer who barely speaks English trying to portray themselves as better so that they get a better rate. Again, if I pay you a lot up front, you might get lazy and the quality might decline to that of a Class C writer. If I wanted Class C writing, I'd pay someone for Class C writing. Class C. With Class C writers, I don't care too much about the quality of the content, but I care that I don't have to spend any time fixing your mistakes. If I pay you a lot for a batch of articles and then double-check your articles and find 15 errors in each one, I'm going to be wasting a lot of time correcting mistakes. The goal of ordering Class C content is to have a lot of content for a cheap price. By correcting mistakes, I'm essentially dedicating my own time to writing content, which I don't want to do because I'm past that point financially. However, once you prove that you are able to deliver quality content on time, you're on my good side. I'm going to send you more and more work, and I'll even be willing to pay you more than I would a freelancer of similar skill because I know you can get the job done without any hassle to me. Remember, most people paying for writers are doing it out of convenience, either because they hate writing or simply aren't good at it. Now, with that being said, allow me to show you the potential of freelance writing. Let's say you can get 4 clients in your first month, just one every 7 days. And all of their work averages out to a mere 5 articles per week. That means you're getting paid for 20 articles per month. Class A, $25 to $50 an article means you are now making an extra $500 to $1,000 per month. Class B, $10 to $25 an article means you are now making an extra $200 to $500 per month. Class C, $5 to $10 an article means you are now making an extra $100 to $200 a month. This monthly pay is just the tip of the iceberg in your very first month. Let's say you can average 4 new clients a month and half of them become repeat clients, sending you additional work every month. After 3 months, you'll be writing for 8 clients. 4 new ones and 4 repeat ones, 2 from the previous 2 months. That doubles the previous example of 20 articles to 40 articles a month. Class A, $25 to $50 an article means you are now making an extra $2,000 to $4,000 per month. Class B, $10 to $25 an article means you are now making an extra $400 to $1,000 per month. Class C, $5 to $10 an article means you are now making an extra $200 to $400 per month. And remember the estimates I gave you earlier per article? Class A, it'll take you around 40 hours to make an extra $2,000 to $4,000 per month. Class B, 30 hours for $400 to $1,000. Class C, 20 hours for $200 to $400. I hope you're getting excited because I am damn excited to be teaching this. I remember back in the day, my daily schedule consisted of waking up, checking my inbox, writing for hours, and then winding down. Once you get a steady base of clients, you can simply wake up and start writing. You don't have to spend any money on client acquisition. I'd go over how many articles I'd written that day. I'd charged around $30 per, and see that I'd written over 10 articles. That's over $300 in a single day. The best part was this. I was just doing some basic research and writing an article about a specific topic. It was fun, I learned a lot, and I got paid really well. Your speed will also increase exponentially as you gain more experience writing. Class A writers, you'll still have to spend a lot of time writing each article, as they have to be perfect, but Class B and Class C have a lot of wiggle room. Class B, don't be surprised if you find yourself pumping out 2 or more articles per hour. Class C, don't be surprised if you find yourself pumping out 3 or more articles per hour. At the end of the handbook, I'm also going to show you how to easily double your words per minute so you can be even faster with everything you do. There are chapters in this handbook to cater to every type of writer, no matter what you want to write, no matter what class you are. Now, you have a job to do. Don't worry, it's easy and a little fun. Answer these questions. Which class are you? A, B, or C? What are you good at writing about? What are you bad at writing about? What do you enjoy doing? Editing? Blog posts? Ghostwriting? Informative articles? Does it sound like you're writing a legal document or a personable article, kind of like this handbook? Are you a perfectionist, or do you like to get things done as quickly as possible? Seriously, I'd recommend grabbing an actual piece of paper, not a Word document or notepad file, answering these questions, and then hanging it on your wall above your computer with a piece of tape. Include anything else about yourself that will be pertinent to writing. This self-analysis will come in handy later on. It's time to jump into the mindset of the people who are paying you to write, your clients. Luckily, I've been a client for quite a while now, so I know exactly what I'm looking for. They're all looking for content that is free of spelling or grammar errors. Posting anything with spelling or grammar errors on the internet equals a big no-no. See, I just did it there. It looks like crap. For Class A writers, your clients are looking for you to amaze them with every article. They are looking to open up the article you send them and be noticeably impressed after reading it. After all, they're paying you a premium to make this happen. You can't get away with the same things Class B and C writers can. For Class B writers, your clients are looking for decent every time. Your articles don't need to have a ton of personality, but you also shouldn't sound like a drone just reciting facts. Your articles should have a good flow and provide the information necessary. For Class C writers, your clients are looking for passable content every time. This means that they can just open the article, copy, paste it wherever they need, and be done with it. Your skills will usually just be used for filler content to satisfy search engines. People won't actually read it. Don't let pride get in your way. You're still going to have an excellent hourly rate if you follow my instructions. We're done with Chapter 1. The rest of the handbook will go in this order. Determining why someone would want to hire you. Price, quality, etc. Setting up your entire business in 48 hours or less. Instructions on how to research. Instructions on how to write. Lots and lots of ways to get clients with exactly what you should say to them. Client retention techniques. Things you can do to make clients love you. Secret techniques to get your first client within 24 hours. Follow my handbook and you can have someone paying you to write for them within 72 hours or less. Let's go.